Many years ago, I was trained by a sales manager who I had the fortune to have train me. He educated me on many, many things that I wouldn't have even thought about. He made me aware of the things that I didn't know that I didn't know. And one of them really kind of shocked me. I remember one of the things we went through. I mean, I went through closing techniques. We used to do role playing. We would go through sales, sales, sales. And this was hardcore. I mean, this was knocking doors, getting out and pitching people, going on pitches where I was the trainee, all kinds of crazy stuff, all kinds of stuff we did together. But one of the things that was amazing was he said to me one time, Jake, you have no idea how much you don't remember from a presentation. You don't. You have no idea how much you forget. And he was like, I'll prove it to you. I was like, I think I remember a lot, because I really did. I thought, I don't think I don't think I forget that much. So we went out and we did a presentation. But during this presentation, what we did differently was we asked our prospect, hey, do you mind us recording this for training purposes? And they were like, yeah, that's just fine. So back then we had, a little sort of an iPod style recording device. We clicked it on, we did recording. We go through the presentation, we go back to the office, and he started quizzing me. He goes, hey, Jake, okay, how many times do you think I tried to close that person? Because he was pitching and then I was the trainee. I was like, I don't know, 3 times. He was like, okay, your answer is 3. And he goes, and how many different reasons not to buy do you think they came up with? And I was like, I don't know, 2 or 3. Right. So he says, okay, I'll mark it a 2. And we go down a list like this. And we go down this list, pretty in depth. It was like 7, 8, 9 items, 9 questions deep. Then he says, play the recording. So we play the recording. And I sat there for, I think it was an hour and a half pitch, but we didn't go through the whole presentation. We just, we skipped ahead parts. And I was so off that it wasn't even close to off. Like he tried to close them, I think it was 7 times or 8 times. They came up with 15 different reasons and different incarnations of reasons why they didn't want to buy. And just every single question I got wrong. I even got facts wrong. Questions like, well, did they say that their neighbor did water, or did they say this person did water? Because we were selling water treatment equipment. And, I got it all wrong. And I realized in that moment how important note-taking and documentation is when you're sitting down with your clients, with your prospects. It is very important. And the problem is most people cannot, and I can't either, can't write fast enough and focus on 2 things at once to take really detailed notes. Typically, if you're going to have a meeting and it's really detailed notes, it's really great to bring someone along with you just to take notes. But, that doesn't always work either. Now, in our industry is obviously different than selling home improvement products. However, our industry is even more important to have diligent notes because expectation management and there's so many reasons why having good notes can be helpful. It can help you in terms of going back and realizing what promises were made, going back and listening for whether they comprehended different things or not. And it's a record. If you have good notes, you have a record of what was said. So if they call you out, you can prove their bullshit. If you have a client that down the road says, you never told me that, you can play them a recording saying, yes, I did. And here it is. So what I'm saying is you're going to have situations where your prospects are not comfortable allowing you to record. But most of the time, if you tell them, hey, it's for training purposes and this isn't something we're going to share with anybody, they'll let you. And I think you should do it. I don't think that you should, ignore this thing. I don't think you should, fluff it off because the benefits can be tremendous from it. And also the biggest benefit of all, and this is what my sales manager told me, is your own training, your own education. If you have recordings of your own pitches, your own presentations, you can be self-critical. You can find where you're screwing up. You can work on your weak points and get better. This makes recordings and note-taking very important. So I just wanted to do this quick video on the importance of taking notes and the importance of recording your presentations if you can, to go back and to do your own research and to improve yourself, to improve your game. That's going to conclude this presentation, this little video here. If you want more quick tips like this from Rocket Driver and you like me doing these kind of vids, let me know in the comments below. If not, I'll keep my mouth shut and I'll stop giving you guys this stuff. But if you do, hit the like button and, of course, hit the bell to get notified. And if you want to learn about Rocket Driver and our sales training, you can go over to www.rocketdriver.com. I'll see you in the next vid.